So today we're going to be working on writing and evaluating algebraic expressions. And our goal is to write and evaluate algebraic expressions by substituting the values and using orders of operations. We always do that. But usually before we start, I usually have something that you guys could think about and share. So you want to make amends for a silly misunderstanding with your best buddy, your friend, your classmate. So would you rather write a letter or talk in person? Why? I'll give you guys a minute to write something. Who would like to share? At least one or two out loud. So if you like have a little silly fight with friend and you want to mend that, would you write that person a letter or would you like to talk to that person? Anybody?
I would talk to them.
You would like to talk to them. Thanks, Ian, for sharing. Anyone else? You're not you're not gonna share? Then let's see what you guys shared over here. So I'd rather talk in person because that way both get a chance to talk and respond to each other's faster, and it's not easier than trying to write letter both back and forth. Thank you. That's a very good point. A letter, talk in person because I can talk with them. That's true. I would rather talk in person because then the other person would actually know if you mean to apologize to them or not. I like that. Talk in person since it's one, it shows that I care about it. Perfect. I would talk in person even if this it's a misunderstanding. I feel like talking about would really understand you guys better together. I would talk in person because the most realistic thing to do, and to write letter because it shows emotion and how you really feel. Thank you. You guys have really a very good point. So somebody says, I don't know, I'm so scared. There are also times that you are like you are scared to talk about it because you don't know what will be the reaction of the other side. So that's what the other class said. Like they write a letter to see how they react to that because sometimes they're not the other side is not ready. But good point, people. Thank you for sharing. I really like that you guys share every day. Let's move forward. So here, did you remember how to translate algebraic expression? This is what we did yesterday. So I hope I did put a peer deck link. Is it writable?
No,
Oh, that is really
not writable.
come on, Miss Girl. What's going on? Okay, so in the chat, just put in a chat. What will be your answer for the first one? How did it happen like that? All right, now put him in Jamboard. So what are you gonna do? So you guys write your answers. So you got, let's try to do the first one first. 6 less than 5 times z. So Dania is correct. Who's this one? Who works as this? That's Malia. That's correct. All right. So Malia did that right. And Dania, that's correct. Even though it says supposed to be 5z, Dania, it's okay to write that with the x. I'm okay with it. All right, let's try to do number 2. I'm going to the next page. Number 2, 4 is added to D. Everybody try to write your answer in Jamboard, please. 4 is added to D. And there are only 5 people in Jamboard. What's going on here? 4 is added to D. So 4 is added to D. So if this is how you write them, that's going to be D is added to 4. So because of the word 2 over here, that thing should switch around, right? So it is um 4 is added to D. So it's supposed to be 4. Yeah, it's supposed to be this way, right? So that's the 4 is added to the D. So that's correct. all right, instead of the other way around. Let's do number 3. 1/3, let's just keep it in the same Jamboard. 1/6 of the sum of f and 7 plus the product of 6 and k. So it says 1/6 of the sum of f and 7. How do we write that? I'll give you time. It says 1/6 of the sum of f and 7. So 1/6 the sum of f and 7 plus the product of 6 and k. So plus the product of 6 and k. So you guys got it correct. So that's very right. So, yep, you guys are good. So not bad. Number 4, let's write it down. The sum of m and 9. Let's make that quick. Sum of m and 9. So m plus 9, that's correct. All right, so that's m plus 9. That is correct. How about 8 is subtracted from G? Do you see the word from G? So you should be working it the other way around. So 8 is subtracted from G. Let's work on that one. 8 is subtracted from G. Yeah, you cannot switch this around because the 8 should be taken away from G. So this is correct. So now this answer is correct. So it is supposed to be the other way around, not G minus 8, because it is supposed to be G. The 8 is subtracted from. So you have to switch that around. Yes, there you go. Perfect. All right, so let's move along to our lesson. So now we're going to work on evaluating algebraic expression. So let's move to the next slide. So here we're going to evaluate this expression. I know we did not, again, write the periodic properly. So I was thinking it was already there. So we have 10 plus 5x where x is equals to 2. So
You
now,
cannot write on it.
I know, we're going to just do it on the Jamboard then. Unless I'm going to start over. So 10 plus x 10 plus 5x equals x to 2. If you're gonna, I just gonna do it for you guys. So you're gonna like do it the other worksheets later on. So we got 10 plus 5x, right? Now it says this is 5x means 5 times 2. I mean 5 times x. Since an x is equivalent to 2, that's gonna be 10 plus 5 times 2. Remember when we simplified the expressions before, this is 5x means 5 times whatever the value of x. So now we have 10 plus 5 times 2 is 10. So our final answer for this expression is 20. Okay? So another one, let's go to the letter B. Letter B, we have 2n to the power of 3. Minus 7. Oh, I got it wrong. 2n to the power of 2, not 3. So let's power of 2. 2n to the power of 2 minus 7. And in this time, n is negative 3. So we're going to change this value. So that's 2. And then the n is negative 3. And then to the power of 2 minus 7. Consult. Using order operation, what should I do first? MD?
The exponent.
Dania, what did you say? The exponent. So how will I do that? So that gotta become 2 parentheses what?
Negative 3.
So negative 3 squared is how much? Negative 3 times negative 2 becomes positive 9. Do you remember your integers? Minus 7. So now that's 18 minus 7 gives us 11. So again, negative 3 times negative 3 is positive 9. And this is not 6. Like some of you usually do 3 times 2. It means we multiply the base 2 times, since negative 3 is our base, so negative 3 times negative 3 is 9. Then we multiply it to 2 and you subtract it to 7. You get 11 as our answer. Example C. Don't worry, I'm gonna put this slide in our Google Classroom. Again, so that's gonna be 9y minus 1 divided by y plus 1. Did you see how I read this? That's how we're going to solve this. So 9 times y minus 1 divided by y plus 1. So we're going to substitute the value for y, which is equivalent to 4. So if you're going to do that, so that's 9 parentheses 4 minus 1 over 4 plus 1. Then we're still going to simplify using orders of operation, right? So this is going to be 9 times 4 gives you how much? I could not write 8 more. 9 times 4? Anyone? No one knows 9 times 4. Dania.
36.
So 36 minus 1 over 4 plus 1 is 5. So that gonna gives us 35 over 5. You have to do it step by step, guys, so that you don't miss the number. So 35 divided by 5 gives us Ebony?
7.
Okay. Tania, that's correct. 7. Oh, I'm beyond my board, so that's 7. So step by step, okay? We're still gonna follow order operation no matter what. All right, so example letter D. Letter D is negative 4 over 3. I'm gonna go right away with what the x is. The x is gonna be negative 12. And then plus 5. Did we copy it right? So negative 4/3 x plus 5. So the x here is negative 12. And we know that that has an over 1, right? If we want to make it a fraction. So we could multiply numerators with numerators, denominator with denominator. So now we could have negative 4 times negative 12 is what? Positive what? Anybody? MD? You guys are quiet. You need to tell me.
Positive 48.
Positive 48. Then 3 times 1 gives you 3.
3.
And then plus 5. How much is 48 divided by 3 this time? We don't need to write that actually. How much is 48 divided by 3?
16.
Do you guys agree? 16? So 48 divided by 3 gives you 16. Plus 5 gives you what? Oh, come on, man. Plus 5
21.
gives you 21. So that is how we do evaluate expression. Evaluating expression is just substituting the value and just solve it using order of operations. Okay, let's move on to the next. Okay, let's see if we could check our work. This one, is my Pure Deck open?
Yeah, but we can't write on it.
What is going on? I thought I put like choices in there. Student could drag an icon.
No,
Oh,
yeah,
you can,
but
you
then
can.
you could only use the icon, not the letter.
It's because you have to choose. If the expression 5 plus 2x was evaluated for x equals to 4, the value would be, you just have to pick, make a check, circle it, whatever you want to do. So if that is 5 plus 2x, what will be the value if the x is 4?
The value would be 13.
Did you mark check in the Pure Deck?
Yeah.
All right, so let's see. 10 seconds. Let's see, guys, if you got it right. So there's so many different answers. So others have 22 and others have 28. So you guys, the answer is 13. You guys are correct. Right. Perfect. 13 is the correct answer. Go to the next question. Which of the following is the value of the expression 3y plus 5 times x minus 8 when x is equals to 11 and y is equals to negative 2? I'll give you a minute. All right, 10 seconds. Let's check our answer. So over here, are you still working on it? Oh, okay. So here your answer is 9. 9. If you said that your answer is 9, you got that right. All right. So if you go over, let's just talk about it mentally. So 3 times the y, which is negative 2, that becomes negative 6. Okay. So 5, the x is 11. So 11 minus 8 is 5, right? 11 minus 8 is 5. No, 11 minus 8 is 3. I mean, times 5. That gives you 15. So that's negative 6 plus 15 is 9. So 3 times negative 2 is negative 6. Then 5. 11 minus 8 is 3. Times 5 is 15. So 15 minus 6 is
11
9.
minus 8 is 3.
Yeah, what I'm trying to say is times 5. That gives you 15. So 11 minus 8 is 3. That's correct, Fiona. Times 5 is 15. Then this is negative 6. So negative 6 plus 15 is positive 9. All right, let's go to the next question. All right, this is just a little review. Which of the following expression is an example of binomial? Mark a check or circle it. Then number 5, which of the following is an example of trinomial? I'll give you 30 seconds. Can anybody tell us what is a binomial? Means binomial? What is binomial means? So if these questions 4 and 5 will end up that we don't know it, so that will be I'm gonna go review again for this if when we come back. Anybody has idea what it is? Dania, MD, Malia, go ahead.
I think binomial means like an expression but with 2 terms, and then trinomial means an expression with 3 terms.
Very good. So how will you know a term? How will you know a term? Anybody? How will you know if it is a term or not? So it is a term when it's separated by addition and subtraction. So I'm not gonna look at your answers, guys, because I know you guys already got that right. So for example, number 1, this is just a monomial because it's only one term. Even though there is an x and there's an coefficient of 4, this is still not separated by addition and subtraction. So it's just one term. If you look at number 3, 2w plus 2l are two terms. 2w and 2l, right? So, and then if you look at number 2, we got 4x squared and 3x and 7, even though that's minus. So you got 3 terms. Here in number 4, it's not separated by addition and subtraction. It is combined by division. So it's only one term or a monomial. So with that said, number 1 over here is a monomial. This is binomial because first term and the second term. First and second, first, second, and third. So you have a little idea how it is? So with that,
Now I get.
but I'm gonna put more of this kind of examples next time. So at least we recall what they are. Terms, coefficients, like terminologies of expressions and equations. So with that, I want you to go to Google Classroom. In your Google Classroom, I posted something in Savas. It's not directly a Savas work, right? So it's not directly.
It's a PDF.
Yes, you could see them. Oh, that's nice. So it is in it is in what do you call that? In a Google Classroom. What we're gonna do is just forget about that one. So you just guys gonna do to that IXL homework that you have from yesterday. You complete that. That's it. And then I'm gonna try a different way again tomorrow. I mean on Friday.
So do we X the PDF?
Yeah, so just exit out. Just ignore that.
And then we could just mark as done.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna delete that test. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna change them.
Okay.
I'm gonna change them. All right, guys. So we have 1 minute
Okay,
left.
bye. So we don't have homework, right? We only have IXL, right?
You do just have the IXL, the I1. All right. Forget.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks. Bye.
Welcome. All right. See you guys tomorrow. Bye bye.
You too. Bye. So we don't
Bye.
have to do the
Bye.
real life,
No,
right?
no,
Okay.
Fiona.
Bye.
All right. Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye everyone.